This is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there should be sedition among men, and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and should not be able. For because of their pride, the city should be troubled, the houses should be destroyed, and man should be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, call HALALYAM La, AHBANAWA, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostle, elder, bishop, great millstone, who will teach you in sound doctrine, and peace, citation to the hopeful elect. All right. And the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children that the Lord will have mercy on in these perilous times, meaning dangerous times that we're currently living in. All right, it's your brother HAQADASH representing GMS branch here in Cleveland, Lord willing, to bring out an edifying lesson through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. And, as you can see on the screen, the Great Reset, expectant era of shock events. Okay. Uploaded by GMS dedication. Like, subscribe, and share. And this video I'm about to play, I'm gonna just let it play. This is fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm not getting any type of monetary gain for this video. This is solely used for educational purposes. All right. I am not being paid for this video, for anything said or used in this video. All right. Fair use, fair use. Okay. And I'm gonna read one more. 2nd Esdras 16:70. For there should be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Insurrection. These are the terms that the Bible is using. Insurrection, an uprising against civil authority. A rising up to rise up. Sedition. Rebellion, uprising, revolt. Commotion in a factitious commotion in the state. Concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority. Violent strife between factions. Civil or religious disorder. Riot, rebelliousness against authority. Strife, rebellion. Without, apart. Separation. These are the terms that are used when it comes to the upcoming events, and when it comes to prophecy pertaining to things that's in our future, in our near future. They should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then should they be known who are my chosen, and they should be tried as gold in the fire. Because ultimately, the ultimate goal is what? It's aimed at us. All of this, the wars over there in the so-called Middle East, the New World Order, all the things you see going on in the world is aimed at us. The ones who have the truth. It's aimed at us because we are the messengers of the one who sent us. And the one who sent us is YAHAWASHI. Everything is aimed towards YAHAWASHI. Because we're nobody. We're just the messengers. We're the ones that's heralding in the king. We're ushering in the king. Okay, we the ones that the Lord have gifted and blessed with the gift and the knowledge of wisdom and understanding to be able to do these things, to be able to tear down the strongholds, to be able to expose the wicked, right? To bring to light the glorious and the magnificence and omnipotency omnipotence of Yahawah. And that first and this is prominent and dominating the earth right now. So therefore, about what? It has to be a great reset. And it was going to be this anyways, because the kingdom of heaven, all right, is coming regardless if you like it, believe it or not. So the title, again, says the great reset. Expect an era of shock events. They already set the stage. Everything's already set. And now they just got to hit the button. I didn't get to watch Apostle Ramlot's lesson, but I saw it earlier when I woke up. He went live with a title, Hit the Button. And it's all this devil got to do. And it's chaos, and it's up from there. So it's going to be uprisings, revolting, rebellion, insurrections, and seditions. Okay? So I'm going to play this video, and I'm going to close out from there. You know, I'm going to play about 6 to 7 minutes of this video. Like I said again, fair use, fair use, fair use. And the fact that this lady is saying what she's saying, I forget her name. I knew it at first, but I forgot it. Forgive me. Brothers and sisters might know. This lady right here, she's saying particular things. And if she's saying this, and if she might have some insight on whatever, she might be a whistleblower or whatever. The point is that if she's saying what she's saying with the numbers she's saying, put 10 times on that. Okay? Expect it to be 10 times worse. Anything Esau do, whether she worked for them or she might be a whistleblower, anything Esau do, expect the opposite. Or if he tell you something good, expect the opposite. Because it's actually bad what he told you was good. If he told you, if he gave you this, it's this is happening here, this is happening there, expect it to be something more to it. Okay? If she's saying this, expect it to be way more. Expect it to be more chaotic, more dominant, more serious. You know? Esau, he tried to play God, so he'd let these things come out, and he'd tell you, even this video, you know, he want these things to be spread, so that when you remember that, you know, he's playing God, he's playing power. He tell you the things like Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, he tell you it before it happens. That shows true power, and it comes to pass. That's power. So Esau is doing the same thing, whether or not she's a whistleblower or not. The fact that it's coming out mean it's true. It's going to happen. Okay? So I'm going to play this. All right? And Shalom.
They have a 2025 multi-coordinated.
Let's see. Hold on. Hold on, bear with me.
People here in the United States. Back to the interesting point. You said that you guys think that they've sent at least 15. Al-Qaeda alone has sent at least 1,500 people here in the United States.
Correct.
What do they plan on doing with them?
They have a 2025 multi-coordinated, multi-city plot to avenge the death of Osama bin Laden.
Okay, so I've watched you on podcasts. I've never heard that. Could you explain that more?
We're going to put a report on Monday, but essentially Al-Qaeda is actually who helped plan the Hamas attacks. The Hamas attacks is a dress rehearsal. So the Hamas attacks is the practice attack, and then the big attack is going to be in the United States and then in 4 countries in Europe.
Okay. You guys want to go home and load magazines?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm thinking.
I hope a lot of people come into your shop and stock up. It would be smart.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
What's the time frame?
All we know is that the attack is planned for 2025.
concerned about a cell sitting inside America today. We just caught 18 people just last month on the FBI terrorist watch list coming across our border. More than 160 have done it this year, a record breaking. When we're looking around the Middle East and the uprisings popping up around Europe and others, they could be sleeper cells right now in America, but this administration hasn't done nothing to change what's happening on the southern border.
And then as we turn away from that direct support for Israel, we should go to our southern border and close our southern border with the resources necessary. I believe that we have sleeper terrorist cells in America. Thousands of people have come from Yemen, Iran, Syria, and Iraq. If we are going to deal with the national security emergency at our border, we have to do it now.
I want to clarify. You are 100% certain that there are 1,000 plus Al-Qaeda trained fighters within the United States borders?
Well, Al-Qaeda says they trained and deployed 1,000 for this attack. First off, I think there's more than 1,000 Al-Qaeda members in the United States. But for the Homeland attack, that number is based on what Al-Qaeda is saying, so they could exaggerate it. However, they did have about 1,400 in the Hamas attack, so the number is not off from what they did in the first round of attacks.
How old is this information?
I mean, it's ongoing. So the training's already done, right? So all the training info is now old because they trained all the Homeland attackers, if that makes sense. So like next week, you're not going to get info of a Homeland attacker probably at a terrorist camp because it's already done. So all this has been in the last year.
So it's been over a year. It's been a year.
Because this was a continuation. So they planned October 7th first, and then they rolled into planning this after.
Are we next or is Europe next?
I think the embassy attacks are next, in my opinion.
What are they waiting for the embassies?
I don't think they're waiting. I think it took time to train them. They've now approved them, and they've now moved into the operational stage. You've seen these. So the concept is the terrorist fights to the death. So he's not exactly a suicide bomber, but he will fight till either all of us are dead or all of his people are dead, right? So this can go on for multiple days. So we think it's going to be a swarming attack, right? Multiple different attacks at one time across multiple cities. We think there will be suicide bombers just because some of the attackers went through suicide bomber training and they have these vests, right? And then we think there's these Fideian attackers who will carry on until they're killed. So
Let me just rephrase that. So these guys are trained, and we already overlaid the video of their training, and they are going to fight until they're killed.
Yes.
There's no stopping them.
Exactly.
Say that again.
There's information that Russia and Russian pipelines are helping bring in some of the resources that are going to support Al-Qaeda's Homeland attack. And it's
into this country?
Yep, to push at us for Ukraine. Just like we're doing stuff against Russia.
So hold on.
Push
So
at
let me
them
get this
against
straight.
Ukraine.
So Russia's sending supplies into the United States to help with the terrorist homeland.
Their pipeline is helping move some of Al-Qaeda's supplies in the United States for their homeland attack.
Which is probably our own supplies
So-
because we left everything there.
So,
Am I right?
I mean, it's a different kind of supply. I'll tell you what the supply is. But it is a Russian channel, reportedly, that the supply has moved through. So we have to remember, there's a lot of dirty games going on around the Russian-Ukraine war. We're doing things to counter Russia and likely funding terrorists. Russia's doing the same thing, to not think they're trying to also undercut us and also get on the side of our enemy and hit us with our enemy. Because think about it. Al-Qaeda's going to pull off an attack. It's going to be blamed on ISIS. No one's going to call it Al-Qaeda. No one's definitely going to say Russia played a piece in it, right? So it's very smart of them, too. And so there's all this kind of like, we say we're in near peer, and near peer has gotten smart about using terrorists. We might be thinking Sirajudeen Haqqani can be used against them. And so everybody's playing this game of the terrorists now.
So we have two of the world's largest superpowers convoluting with Al-Qaeda and terrorist organizations.
Gentlemen. And remember, to them, they beat us, right? Like right now, like Al-Qaeda and the Taliban are power players. I mean, people think, oh, Afghanistan's a third world country. They're not being treated a third world country, right? The foreign, our enemies are not treating them that way. They're treating them with respect, right? They're saying, what can you do for me? What can I do for you?
And Iran. I forgot Iran.
And Iran. And there's North Koreans in Afghanistan too.
You know, also, you know, that makes a lot of sense with the Israel stuff. I know there's a lot of controversy about that. I didn't really understand why we're so heavily involved with that. And but now
It's the same guys who are going to attack us.
That
So
makes-
let
that
Israel
makes-
take them out.
That makes. So do you
Worth
think?
every penny.